Cycling is certainly still not one of the most popular sports disciplines in the United States, and the word cycling is associated almost exclusively with famous road races. For most Americans, cycling means Lance Armstrong in the Tour de France, sometimes a colorful group of cyclists competing in the local road criteria. Races on velodrome tracks are still a unique experience in the U.S. It's a shame, because for many fans, they are the most exciting kind of races. Fortunately, we all could witness this excitement during a series of professional Allvoi Cup races, organized last summer at Ed Rudolph Velodrome in Northbrook, situated just a couple miles from Chicago. The Allvoi Cup is the largest UCI track cycling race event in the Midwest. In 2009, riders were competing in a series of 3 summer events in open formula, which means that there are no prior qualifications, and almost anyone who loves cycling and enjoys competition can try his or her skills. However, you must have a racing bicycle with specific requirements, and of course, know the rules of discipline. Allvoi Cup began with 30 racers. Among them was James Host, who 2 years ago was the best in the world in the 2,000-meter sprint and masters category.
Today's the first day. Got some real talented riders here. Just posting some really good times. We're a little disappointed in the turnout, but hopefully once the word gets out about how successful this first day is, we'll get more people out and even better competition than it is now.
Track cycling is most of all a struggle with time and with yourself. Therefore, most successful track riders are sprinters and time specialists. Track riders race at a speed exceeding 40 miles per hour, and in contrast to road races, the events are very short, with fractions of a second dividing winners from losers. Special track uniforms are made from high-tech fabrics that reduce air resistance, and bicycles are made from ultra-light materials such as carbon fiber or aluminum. In accordance with the requirements of track events, bicycles cannot have gears or brakes. To compete on the narrow track with several riders going very fast, just inches from each other, requires not only considerable courage, but also a sense of responsibility. You must know how to behave in certain situations to not create a hazard to other riders. It sounds like a paradox, but the rules of bikes without brakes is primarily dictated by the safety requirements. Even a slight brake attempt in a group of racers immediately would bring the real danger of a very serious crash. All this makes the bicycle racetrack competition full of ever-changing drama, and not without merit. Many fans compare those two-wheel events to NASCAR races. The idea of Allvoi Cup came almost a year ago when Wojtek Glinkowski, WDT Allvoi International Cycling team leader, proposed a track race event at Ed Rudolph Velodrome. The track in Northbrook, just a dozen miles from Chicago, is a beautiful, recently refurbished object and one of only 22 velodrome tracks active today in the USA. 100 years ago, when track cycling was very popular and the riders were high-paid sportsmen and superstars, events were frequently organized on more than 100 tracks. Even the famous Madison Square Garden in New York was built to host track cycling. The Allvoi Cup was a great family event. During a break in track events, young riders had fun in mini competitions, and although bicycle shapes and sizes were of course different, everybody had a great time. During the second edition of the Allvoi Cup, held on July 18th, both the cycling fans and all of the competitors could share a laugh watching a Mexican wrestling team. The final installment of the Allvoi Cup on September 5th featured the famous Jesse White tumbling team. In 2010, fans of NASCAR on two wheels can expect a new, even more exciting event, a 3-day, one full weekend race-packed Allvoi Cup. The goal is to bring to Northbrook's Ed Rudolph Velodrome not only the best track riders from the Midwest, but the best track riders in America. Let the fastest one win.